Boom, right where I was looking. I think I'm just going to stop there. That's a really good group. Wow. Well, so far I'm pretty impressed. Well, hi everyone, it's Jack from the Klutzy Outdoorsman today. Today I'm actually shooting the new ArrowTech Speed Freaks. Let you get a close-up view of these guys. These are a really cool new arrow that I'm reviewing. I was given these by Dirk Stark at Ridge Road Outdoors. These are a 500 spine arrow, and I'm just going to be shooting them out of my Martin Jaguar. And the current setup I have with these guys, I have 250 grain points up front with a 33 grain stainless steel insert. The actual arrow shaft has been cut to 29 inches. I'm using a 7-inch white wrap, and I have two different setups for feathers that I'm using. I'm either running 2 hen feathers with a white cock vein, or 2 white feathers with a yellow cock vein, or feathers, excuse me. They're all feathers. I don't know why I said vein. And I'm also doing something different where I'm running them on a helical fletch. These are right wing feathers put on a right helical. And I just shot 10 arrows just now, and so far I'm actually pretty impressed with these arrows. Right now I have them at 500 grains, 250 grains up front, that's half the weight right there. And we're running about 23 to 24% forward to center. So I mean, these arrows are pretty beefy as is, and I was kind of unexpected that. The reason why is just because these are a 500 spine arrow. With my Victory V Forces, I was running a 400 spine with pretty much the exact same setup. 250 grains up front, 33 grains, stainless steel insert, full length shaft, 4-inch feathers, 7-inch wrap, just like these ones. But when you cut them down to 29 inches from 32, yeah, it really makes the arrow stiff. So I think the next set of ArrowTechs I'm going to get, if I'm going to be shooting for my compound, or it's not my compound, my recurve setup, is going to be one of their 600 spine Speed Freaks for 3D. But so far I'm actually pretty impressed with these guys. They do something a little bit different. The big thing with ArrowTech arrows is that they're all about making sure that the spine is correct. So basically, they actually use 6 layers of carbon in the actual arrow shaft. So that gives you a 0.243 inner diameter. Now, 0.243 is a little bit eclectic. Most of the time, standard diameter arrows anywhere from 244 to 246 diameter. I know that my V-Force is made by Victory or 245. But something else that's really cool about the arrows is the actual finish on them. It's not like just a regular carbon finish. It's not like a TKO finish you find on a Victory. It's actually like this weave, but it's not like a regular carbon weave. It's almost done spirally. These arrow shafts are extremely pretty. And these are the Speed Freaks. They're designed for 3D archery, for compound and traditional. For traditional guys, like I said, I pull 26 inches in my bow. It's a Martin Jaguar. There goes a chair. This is a Martin Jaguar. 50-pound limbs that came with the bow, regular string. Nothing too special. I've got a stabilizer on there, help dampen the vibration along with balance of the bow a little bit better. But with my 26-inch draw length, this is pulling more like 45, 46 pounds. And like I said, I cut these guys down to 29 inches, and I had to put 250 grains up front just to get them to spine correctly. And I did fiddle around with the arrow rest a little bit, but they do run kind of stiff. But hey, without further ado, let's shoot a group real quick, and you can see how they fly. Okie dokie. So that's my big old bag target. It's about 10 yards away. It's not really that far. But I've got a little block target out there to like 40 yards. I might move that guy in, or I might move this bag target out a little bit. But this is just a really good, range just to kind of play, test things out in. So I'll be aiming for that top dot there. So far these arrows are flying really straight. That also could be because of that helical fletch I did on them. Pretty close. Boom, right with that other pink arrow. I've been playing around with different colored feathers. I'm trying to find the brightest combination. And last year, or I should say, when I went to ETAR, all of my arrows are either white and gray or yellow. And the yellow ones showed up the best by far against the white, just in my opinion. Boom. Right where I was looking. Like I said, so far I'm actually pretty impressed with these guys. One more. But so far I'm developing a pretty nice little group out there. Okay, I pulled that one. That was me, but still. So here, just walking out to the target real quick, I'll let you get a close-up of these arrows. The pink ones were all, oh yeah, they're all just real close. You can just see how close those pink ones are. The yellow ones, not so much. But this one right here, that one was right on the money. Let's shoot another group. Alright, let's shoot another group. This one's a bit closer up on the bag, of course. Let me know what you guys think about different colored feathers or veins. I'm getting a compound set soon. I want something very bright, something very noticeable. I think pink and yellow are the winners. Bit better shot. Point was coming loose there. No big deal. If you want to check out these ArrowTechs, I have a website. I'll put a link in the description for them, or you could just go to Ridge Road Outdoors and get them yourself. Not bad. Bit better. Woo! It's close to hitting another arrow shaft. That's not good. And there we go. So some of my other thoughts on these ArrowTechs, I like that they have 3 different arrow shafts. You've got your Speed Freak, which is like your 3D arrow, your target arrow. Then you have your PA, which is like for your smaller game, deer, antelope, things like that. And those are more of a lightweight shaft. Like I think in a 400 spine, I think there's 7.9 grains per inch in the bow I shoot, my compound. That's the spine I would get. That'd be 65 pounds at 27-inch draw. So these arrows do run a bit stiff, and I figured that out just by cutting these guys down, because every other traditional arrow, every other company's arrow that I've ever looked at, it said that with this setup that I'm kind of running right now, it would recommend a 500 spine and a 28-inch arrow, so even shorter than this one. I mean, which is fine. Every company is going to be just a little bit different. Then their other arrow they have is called the AK. That's like their big game arrow. In that same 400 spine, it's actually 10 grains per inch. So that guy's really heavy. That was a good shot right there. Alright, so I've done a lot of shooting at short distance. Now I'm thinking about pushing it out all the way to the small block target at like 35 yards. Alright, let's push these guys out. Let's see how straight they can fly. There we go. Flew beautifully. Boom! Just lacing them in there. I don't really care where they hit on the bag target. I just want to see how they fly at a longer distance, and so far they're actually looking pretty darn good. That one went a little bit low. Oh, either I'm on or these arrows are pretty darn cool. Chalk it up to both. Well, I hit it, just went a little low. Hey, Buck, come here. Good dog. Boom. There we go. How's about that for some pretty flying arrows? Let's do that again. That was fun. So I'm walking down to the arrows at like 35-40 yards away, and man, the yellow arrows were just such in a good group. I walked back and I grabbed the camera. Tickle me impressed, if you will. Check out this group. This group is sweet. Look at those 3 arrows. The pink ones, of course, meh. kind of all over the board, but those yellow ones, whew! That's some pretty darn good shooting, in my opinion. There you go. I want you guys to get a good view of how these arrows are flying in the air. So far, I've been really impressed with these guys. A little stiff, but hey, it's not bad. I got my tab out of the house, so that's good to go. Alright, so I know where I should be holding in the background. Here we go. You know, with these 6 and how good they're flying, I might have to get 6 more. Complete a dozen. Oof! Hit the top of the bag. Second time in a row, hit the top of the bag. There we go. Right in line with that first one. The left and right looks good for the most part. The elevation is just left up to question. You can really see those pink feathers from a long ways away. Way better than the yellow and white ones. And the side of the bag. Okay. Okay, so final thoughts and opinions on the ArrowTech arrows. I think they fly really, really well. Finish on them is really good. I think the quality is really there. My big issue with the arrows is because they are like a 243 diameter, like inner diameter arrow, is there's not a whole lot of parts interchangeability of them. Yeah, I can throw the Victory 33 grain insert into the arrow, but it's a tight fit. So when I contacted the manufacturer about that, they actually didn't even respond to me. They answered all of my other questions, but they didn't respond to, can I throw like a 100 grain brass insert into the arrow? But other than that, I think that they're a really high quality arrow. Like I said, the finish is good. So far the durability has been there. They fly great. Other than that, so far, they get a pass from the Klutzy Outdoorsman. I mean, the group out there, you know, you got 3 big flyers, but that's me. The bow's a little bit heavy for me. I'm thinking about getting some different limbs and bumping them down to 40 pounds. But other than that, I think that these guys are a total win. If you do have any questions, feel free to post them in the comments below. If you have any further questions, go to the website. I'll have the link in the description. And if you want to pick some up, go to Ridge Road Outdoors, and they have all 3 models in every spine range. Thanks. I'm Jack from the Klutzy Outdoorsman.